What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with ya boy. I know I've been inconsistent, haven't been doing this consistently enough for you guys. I know a lot of y'all been hitting me up nonstop about it. It's been a busy last couple weeks, and I just haven't got back into doing the videos yet. I mean, it was my birthday week. I was out in San Diego. And then as soon as I got back to Dallas, my dad showed up from Atlanta and he was here for a week. So I just had a lot of family things going on, a lot of things, a lot of people that I loved right here immediately around me. So I didn't want to take any time doing videos when I was already studying the slate all day while they're here already. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to add anything else on top of it. Last night we had a huge night, 1000s. I profited over $3,500 last night on DK and FanDuel. FanDuel went absolutely crazy. DK easily cashed as well. It was a big night for MLB after some down days. But that's baseball, man. In baseball, it's just the best player in the world can go out there and do nothing. Guys can have amazing numbers versus certain-handed pitcher and be in an amazing spot and just do nothing. It is what it is. That's baseball. It happens, so you just got to ride the low times and enjoy the high times when they come. And we had a huge time last night, man. So let's just do it again. Let's get on one of our hot streaks and let's have another huge night tonight. Definitely was a mojo booster last night for sure. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Greenlightbets.com to join the squad for the bets, for the game bets over there. Let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off at pitcher. The two pitchers that I like the most now, the Greenlight Optimizer really likes Shohei Ohtani, and that being because Blake Snell, Max Scherzer are going to be the go-to main guys. I'm even leaning towards Max Scherzer. Here, let me go ahead and put these guys in. I'm leaning towards Max Scherzer and Blake Snell as my two cash game pitchers. Okay, in GPP, I'm completely fine with Ohtani, as you can see. The Optimizer loves him in this matchup against Seattle. He got up over 95 pitches last game, which would tell me he's going to get 95 at least, which is a good bit against a bad Seattle offense. I like Ohtani a ton. Blake Snell is a very safe option as well. I'm leaning Max Scherzer in Blake Snell because Blake Snell's going against a bad Mets offense. This is a fantastic spot for him. He's a heavily favored team at home in San Diego, pitcher-friendly ballpark. Vegas only has the Mets implied at a 3.1 implied total. It's just a fantastic spot for Blake Snell, and there's some value on this slate to mix in with your cores to be able to do it anyway. But yes, I want to mention Shohei Ohtani is popping on the Greenlight Optimizer, and I completely agree. I do like him a lot. As the savings down from Blake Snell, $1,400 less from Blake Snell. I think Shohei Ohtani is a very sneaky GPP option for sure, and he does feel fairly safe as well. Now, if you need to save some money, that's where you do it today. If you need to save some money and get an extra Coors bat or something, or there's a Coors bat you really love, you just can't afford them, dropping Blake Snell to Ohtani would be probably the move I would make to make that happen. All right? Now, with that being said, at first base, you got to go Matt Olson. You got to go Matt Olson in Coors. Lefty-righty matchup against Gray. Gray's had an amazing season so far this year. Gray, honestly, is one of those guys who is just unfortunately pitches for a team that has an extremely hitter-friendly ballpark. And, I think he would be a fantastic, if you put him on like a San Diego or a Los Angeles Dodgers or, Oakland, some of that, any of that, like, and give him the opportunity to pitch in more pitcher-friendly environments, I think John Gray would be an absolute monster. I think he's a very solid pitcher. He has to deal with pitching in Coors. He's actually done a great job pitching in Coors so far this year, but he's due. All right, he's due for a blow up here. Oakland's got a ton of power in their lineup, and they're just in a fantastic position here in Coors. I love a lot of Oakland today. Oakland's my favorite stack of the day. Vegas agrees. I really, really love Matt Olson. And with Oakland being my favorite stack of the day, obviously, you have to like a guy like Matt Olson. All right. Next up, another Oakland guy that I want, and then I'm going to give you a value. All right. The other Oakland that I like is going to be Mark Canha. I really love Canha here in this spot. When it comes to hitting right-handed pitching, Matt Olson and Canha are the two main guys that you want to get here on this offense. They're the two big dogs. They're both, just going to have great games here in Colorado. So I love this spot here for Mark Canha. It's a fantastic position for these guys in general. He can steal a base as well when he gets on. So this is a solid spot, man. And like I said, Oakland's my favorite stack, so you got to like the two best hitters on this team. Last but not least, we need a value play, right? So let's see what the optimizer likes first and foremost. Go ahead and optimize that. Now, the guy that sticks out to me I really like Gregory Polanco and I like Jackie Bradley Jr. Jackie Bradley Jr. really sticks out to me. He's in a fantastic position today. He's in a great matchup against the righty Peacock, who gives up a lot of power to lefties. Jackie Bradley also has some solid power. Vegas has Milwaukee's implied total at a 4.9. So for a guy batting in the heart of an order of a team implied at almost 5 runs at only 2.6, that's just way too cheap. So he's my go-to core value option of the day. I just love his price today. I really, really like him here, lefty-righty against Peacock, who struggles against lefties. It's a fantastic position for him. So I really, really love him. When it comes to hitters in general value, Jackie Bradley is an amazing option. Let's go ahead and look at all the other ones. We've got Duger, Piscotty, Tauchman. You've got Elvis Andrews at 2.5, gets you an Oakland player. So all those guys are solid options, and that is going to be the core for DraftKings. Max Scherzer, Blake Snell, or Shohei Ohtani, Matt Olson, Mark Canha, and Jackie Bradley Jr. Let's switch over to FanDuel and check out what we got over here. Over here on FanDuel, let's talk pitchers. Now, you can afford to get whatever pitcher you want over here. It just all comes down. Now, you do have a game at Coors, so you're going to want to spend on some pitching. Now, you got Scherzer at 11.2, Ohtani at 9.5, Snell at 7.9. I really like Snell at 7.9 here because, as you guys know, he's one of the guys I really love on this slate in general, and he's just almost like it's flip-flopped over on DK. Snell is much more expensive over on DK, and Ohtani is way more over here on FanDuel. That actually makes me like Ohtani even more over on DraftKings now, seeing this price. This is ridiculous. So Shohei Ohtani 9.5, Blake Snell 7.9. So Blake Snell's got to be my batter over here on FanDuel. That's ridiculous. Outside of that, Christian Yelich at 3.6 is very cheap price. I talked about these lefties versus Peacock is going to be fantastic options. Let's check out Mark Canha is 4K. Matt Olson is 4.1. I'm going to stick with Matt Olson because I really, really love him today a ton. Let's just look at options in general. Let's look through these guys. Brandon Lowe is in a fantastic position today. He's only 2.9. Brandon Lowe's got the lefty-righty matchup in Texas today. Not sure if they're going to have the roof open or not or what they're doing there, but Brandon Lowe is a solid value, and I'm going to end it off with his value right here. So Blake Snell, Brandon Lowe, Christian Yelich, and Matt Olson is the core over on FanDuel. Let's get it again today, y'all. GreenlightDFS.com to join the squad. Let's have another big night back-to-back. GreenlightBets.com to join the squad for the bets, for the game bets and stuff. If you're in a state that can bet on games and stuff, make sure you take advantage of that as well. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, comment anything, and I'm out. Peace. Good luck.